to my channel. You should get up Bernice, and I'm back here with another video. Okay, so I know it's been a while. I know like this was my fault. I know I went MIA and all of that. But after I explain myself, after I explain what happened, what's been going on, what has happened, what is like, after I explain all the deeds and everything, you guys will understand that, okay, yeah, I had to go off for a while because I'm gonna come off as like nonchalant. I'm gonna come off as crazy if I still kept my life going the same way after what, like, you know, everything that has happened. So let's just get right into the video. Let me give you guys the details. Let me tell you guys what happened. Let me give you guys an update. What's going on? What's up with your girl? Like, what's going on? This break I had to be taken. But anywho, like, you know, let me just like get quick into this video. I would like to first state that, like, you know the last video I posted, I hope you guys remember, like, I was giving you guys, I think, an update on my life. That was like a month or two ago. I was giving you guys a quick update. I was telling you what I was up to, what was going on. Well, bummer, that whole video, that whole information is now not relevant, because everything in that video that I said, everything has changed within just a few weeks. Every single thing I said in that video has all changed. When it comes to my internship, my work, my relationship, everything has changed. Let's get right into the video. So, you know, one thing I spoke about in the video was my internship, or like, I told you guys I had gotten a job in the genetics lab, and yes, I have gotten the job. I also told you guys I was going to do the job from the summer semester, so like it's supposed to start, well, in somewhere in the beginning of April, but I started, I think, beginning of March, because the professor just wanted me to start early, and I had the time, because I was like, you know, during my vacation, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But mind you, during this time when I said I was sure I would start in March, I had also gotten the job at Boakye that I told you guys about, which means I now had to juggle the job as an intern in the lab and the job working at McDonald's as well. So this was like two different jobs I had to find a way to do. Luckily for me, the professor said I could choose whatever time I want, like, you know, to show up to the lab. So long as I show up for like the introduction and I know what I'm supposed to do, they teach me the first few things, the lab safeties and everything like that, I am free to, like, you know, to choose the time of when I will be there. And when I have to do something different, I come to them. I tell them, oh, I'm done with this, but I have to do this. What time works for you? I come once, twice, I work with them, and then I have to work alone. So the nice thing about the lab work I do is I usually work alone, because they just, like, you know, show me the rope of things, and then I have to do the experiments myself, write the details for them and stuff like that. Like, that is the job I'm currently doing as an intern. And so this job, I was like, okay, sure. So I showed up for the first week, as I said, like, I was on holidays. So I showed up for the first week, and then they taught me the ropes and everything. And after that time, I started going to like the lab around like 7 or 8 a.m, like really early in the morning, just so, like, you know, I could have time to go work at Boakye as well. So I told my boss at Boakye that, is it possible for me to only do, like, you know, evening shifts, like late afternoons or evenings, like, you know, so I had time to like still go be an intern, and then come back, do whatever I have to do, go to the gym, whatever, and then go to Boakye and work. So mind you, it's only possible for me to do this like this because as an intern, I'm not getting paid. So I'm only doing this intern for free. It's like a free internship. I'm not getting paid. It's like a voluntary one. I'm not getting paid for it. So I'm able to, like, you know, just do that, get the experience and everything I need. And then I work at Boakye, and that is where I get paid. So that is the difference between the jobs. So now that I had to do two different jobs, I had to find a way to juggle all of them. Luckily, as I said, school was a vacation, so there was not really much to do for school. And me being me, I signed up for, like, you know, a lab, a 2 weeks intensive DNA technologies lab coursework. I signed up for that, and I had to fit that in between the lab and me working at Boakye. So imagine, we had to show up, I think it was like from 10 a.m. It was from 10 a.m. all the way till 4 p.m. Like, you know, and do you guys remember that I was working late shifts for Boakye, morning shifts for my internship as well? I had to find a way to make all of that work. So I would wake up really, really early, get to the lab, sometimes by 7, sometimes by 8, do whatever I have to do, run, Like, I literally had to run because the genetics and the lab where I was doing the DNA technologies were not close together. I had to run all the way from the genetics lab to the place where I was doing the DNA technologies, go get that done. Right after that, go like run, depending on how early or late we finish. If we finish early, I go to the gym. Right from the gym, I go take my bath and go to work. And sometimes if we finish late, right from like, you know, the DNA technologies lab, I change into my uniform and go straight to work. It was a very hectic 2 weeks. Like, that was just for 2 weeks, yeah. But with all the things I had to combine, that 2 weeks was the most hectic of my life. My God. Whew. I know I stressed myself, but damn, let me tell you, I literally had like black under eyes because I was not sleeping enough. I was always so tired. My whole body was like really giving up on me. And that was the time where, unfortunately, I was not giving enough attention to my relationship. So due to all of that, like, you know, me not having time, me always being tired to do anything else, well, there was a domino effect. There were some repercussions. It affected my relationship. So if you guys can imagine, like, if I have to be in the lab, like 2 labs, so then go to work, and then I come back, I claim I'm too tired for anything. Of course, I was not able to, like, you know, to keep up with Mr. D, to catch up with him and everything like that. And that kind of, like, you know, affected our relationship. And we broke up. But let me tell you guys, before you guys say, so we broke up because I didn't have time. No, there were so many other things that we both complained about, and then we decided, like, you know, to call it quits. And before you guys, someone writes in the comments, why did you guys break up? Who broke up with who? I don't really want to, like, you know, talk about who broke up with who. Maybe the wise, I might, like, you know, give a few hints here and there, but I'm not going to talk about who broke up with who because I don't think it matters. Like, I don't think that really matters. If it does, well, that's your problem. But I'm not going to talk about who broke up with who. But yes, so due to me not having time, I was always stressed, I was always doing something, I was always up to something, we had to break up. And I feel like understandably so, because someone had just moved recently to, like, you know, he had just recently moved to Germany, and of course he would need all the attention, the time he could get from me. But unfortunately for him, I did not have any of that time to give to him. So it was like, it was a whole push and pull, like, you know. And then we later realized, like, okay, this was not working, like, let's go our separate ways. Let's, like, you know, I don't know if it was a mutual breakup. Honestly, I don't know if it was a mutual breakup, but I know there was a breakup. I don't know if it was mutual, but I know there was a breakup. But anywho, so I feel like the few people that knew about our breakup were like, you guys should try to work it out, you guys should, like, you know, try to do something about it, or you guys should, like, you know, like, Bernice, don't talk about it on your YouTube channel. And I felt like, if one of the reasons why we broke up was that there was no time to communicate, yeah, it would just be rude and disrespectful for me to come online, like, claiming I'm not having any time, and then I'm still able to come online and make a video and, like, come online and tell you guys what's going on. That is why I had to take a break, because I felt like it would be disrespectful to him if, like, we break up because I don't have time, and then I come online and then I have time to make a video. That time I'm using to make a video, I could use, like, you know, to catch up with him. So I felt like I had to, like, you know, give myself some time, go heal, so, like, I can, like, you know, I can come tell you guys what happened. We can move on. So it wouldn't be like, I don't want him to heal, like, right after we breaking up, I'm doing a YouTube video talking about it when I didn't have time to post on social media. So I felt like I had to think about him and his healing process, because I want him to heal. I had to think about him and his healing process, and then, like, you know, give him some time to not see my face on his phone, like Bernice has posted a new video, to not see my face on his phone, to not see me anywhere. So I actually took off from a few social medias, like from Instagram, from Snapchat, from YouTube. I took off for a while so he doesn't, like, you know, see my face and my presence everywhere. And I only recently, like, started posting back, like, after a few weeks of our breakup. That's when I started posting back on, like, you know, I started posting my face, let's say, because I was posting a few things, but I was not posting my face. But, like, you know, after a few weeks, that's when I started posting my face back again on Snapchat. And now I'm back on YouTube to, like, you know, to continue my channel, because I felt like I had to give him a break from seeing my face. Like, you know, I owe him that much. And there were people who were saying, hey, I don't have to, like, you know, do a YouTube video to talk about it. But I feel like I owe him that much. Not because I'm looking for, like, attention, or because I want to get views or anything like that, but I owe him that much because I'm the one who brought his face online, like, you know. I brought his face on my YouTube channel. I came to say, hey, this is Mr. D, this is my boyfriend. This is how everybody knew that, oh, I call him Mr. D. So people were actually calling him Mr. D, thinking that was his name. His name has no D initials, nothing. The D had nothing to do with him. So please, I just wanted to say we are no more together. So you don't have to harass him with Mr. D, because he's no longer Mr. D. He is just Mr. Him. So we are no longer together, and I felt like I brought his face out there, and now that we're no longer together, I have to, like, you know, come say it, so he has a chance of, like, you know, moving on, a chance of finding someone else, a chance of, like, you know, not being told, hey, but isn't your girlfriend that girl who did a YouTube video? So I have to come to a YouTube video to say that, hey, he's not with me anymore. So if you do like him, go for him. And I know someone will be like, wait, am I advertising for him right now? Like, am I advertising for people? Like, no, I'm not advertising for him, but I feel like I owe him that much, like that. I feel like I owe him that much respect, like, you know, because I personally, if there's one thing about me, there is no way I would ever say anything bad about any ex. I don't care about what happened. Like, I sometimes come up as nonchalant, like because I don't feel the need to, like, you know, to dwell too much on things, and that can be negative, that can be positive. And in this case, it's positive for him, because I'm not going to dwell too much on things for me to say anything about what happened in the relationship, what went wrong, who did what, who did that, who did. When people ask me, a few people who know, like, you know, what happened, when they ask me what happened, I'm like, see, we just decided time was up. We just decided, like, it's fine. Like, I try to not explain too much, but you know, I don't know, it's always the case with guys. They explain a bit too much, and it's fine. Like, I really don't care. He is free to explain what happened to other people. I just wouldn't do it in my case, because I feel like if you're not able to hear the sides of both people, then you're definitely going to be biased. And I might not, like, you know, be consciously being biased against them when, like, I tell other people the story. I try to see what happened, but without even realizing it, I might, like, you know, try to paint myself in a good light, paint him in a bad light. So to prevent and avoid all of that, I just tell people, hey, time was just up. We just decided to go our separate ways. Because I honestly don't know how to explain it to you guys in such a way that it would not make me be the good person, make him the bad person, or make me the bad person, him the good person. Because I would unconsciously take a side somewhere. I would unconsciously make someone bad, make someone good. Like, you know, so that would end up happening. And I feel like we've been together for way too long to, like, you know, start dragging each other in the mud, start saying bad things about each other. One thing I'm very proud of myself with, when it comes to, like, you know, anything to do with my relationship, is the fact that no matter how we end, I am very careful about what I say. I would not say anything bad about you, because I don't see the point of it. It's like, I don't know, like, if you saying something bad about the person is a way for you to heal, go for it. But I personally, like, you know, I don't see the point. I just don't even see the point of, like, discussing this happened. For me, it's done. Let's shut the door and move on, like, you know. And that is how I'm able to, like, still keep in touch with my exes, still be friends with them, because I would not say anything bad about you. You can say anything you want to say. I don't really care. I won't even focus about that. But when it comes to me personally, I just wouldn't say anything bad about you. So the door to friendship with me is always open. Like, I don't think he liked the fact that I was talking to, like, I was still friends with my ex, but I feel like now that he's one of them, he's going to appreciate it, because whenever he's healed and he's ready to move on, the door is always open. He can open it back and come be friends. I'm down for it. And I think I have gotten to such a level of nonchalance that I can be friends with you. You will talk about love, you will talk about getting back, and it's like, it's falling right here. And I'm speaking from experience, because as I said, I'm still friends with my ex. It's like, you talk, it comes out. It's like, I don't know. After I block someone out of a relationship, like, my mind gets together with you, then we stop being together. It's like, my mind moves on. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know how to explain it without coming off as, like, a bad person, because it's like, it's been 5 years. What do you mean you can just shut the door and move on? Like, are you not supposed to cry? I'm not supposed to weep. I'm not supposed to, like, I'm not supposed to show some emotions and reactions and be like, oh my god, we're done, it's been 5 years. I don't know, it doesn't work like that with me. My brain just doesn't think about things like that. It just moves on. Like, I don't know, it just moves on. I remember, like, after the whole breakup thing, and after, like, a week or two after I told myself, okay, we're done, I remember sitting down, and the first thoughts that came into my head, okay, so after a 5-year relationship, how long do you have to be single before you get into another relationship? I know. Like, say saying it out loud right now sounds so terrible, but that is the kind of, I think that's the kind of way I have unconsciously programmed my brain to just like move on. Like, you know, the minute the word "let's break up" comes into any conversation, like my brain just goes like, okay, let's move on. I might not get together with someone. Like, that was just my way of thinking. Like, it was just for fun, but I might not get together with anyone, but that doesn't mean like I would dwell on you. Like, you know, it's gonna come off as like, wow, this girl is emotionless. Like, woof. That's, I don't know, I guess that is my way of dealing with things. And the timing, I'm not gonna lie, the timing of this whole breakup thing is actually so terrible that I feel like my reaction to it all would make people be like, did this girl really like this guy? Because I was just having so much on my plate. I was just so stressed that I promise you, like, I couldn't be bothered for a while. Like, you know, it took me like a week to actually realize that, oh, I'm single now. You know, it took me like a week because I just had so much to do. When I think about this, like, woof, there was a lot to do. My schedule was crazy, so I couldn't even process the fact that, like, you know, I had just gone through a breakup. Like, I couldn't even process that fact till a week when I was like, I had like, I think like an hour or two to myself, and I was like, I'm single. So I had to take my phone and start writing like, hey, what did I learn from this relationship? What went wrong? What went good? Like, you know, because I feel like every single relationship you go into, you learn something. You learn something about yourself, what you want, what you don't want, what you can improve about yourself, what you can drop about yourself. I feel like you learn all of that. So I had to, like, you know, give myself some time to think about what went wrong, what went right, write all of that down. I feel like maybe that helps me move on, like, you know, because I know what I did wrong, I know what I did right, I know where I can improve myself, I know where I can, like, you know, I can be better. I don't really focus on what the person did, what the person blah blah, but when I'm like writing this, it's focusing about me, what I would want in the next partner, what I would want the next partner to want in me, to see in me. So I just work on me, like, you know, and it's selfish because I know as I'm talking, it's like just me. What about this person? But I feel like since we are no longer together, that person's healing is up to that person. Like, you know, I was kind enough to give like a month or two without my face anywhere around him, so he doesn't see my face anywhere, to have the chance to heal. And I feel like as I was going off online as well, that also helped me, like, you know, heal myself. It is a bit quicker than most people would take to heal, but I feel like, I don't know, I process things a lot faster because there's not a lot of time to sit and be processing, so I have to get through the whole process fast. So I had to do that for this relationship as well. And yeah, so that is the latest update, and I felt like I had to come say all of this, so as I said, so he can move on, so Mr. D can find someone else. So, like, yeah. And as I said, his name is not Mr. D, and he has no name initials starting with the word D. If you know his real name, you know there's no D in there. So, like, yeah, now that we're no longer together, maybe you guys could stop calling him Mr. D, so, like, you know, he doesn't have to, like, still reminisce and think about, like, who started calling him Mr. D. But anywho, thank you guys so much for watching, and now that I'm back, I am going to be consistent because we are going to still be posting, like, you know, more videos. This was just an update, and I did take a video with my siblings who came to visit me. So they came to Germany to visit me for one day. I did take a video, but I was not able to, like, you know, to post it because I was, like, you know, during the morning period, and I didn't want to, like, you know, to be like, why is she still taking videos? Like, so I could not post that. But after this video comes out, I will post that as well, so you guys will get to see when my siblings came here to visit me. But anywho, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to enjoy this video, but I hope you guys did understand this video. But, like, yes, I hope you guys did understand this video, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, it's your girl Bernice. Bye.